Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from stampyourartout.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and I'm here to bring you a live paper crafting class. You might be surprised, those of you that have been watching for a while know that I earn incentive trips, and which is wonderful. I'm in that 1%, and I'm not trying to brag, but I just want to let you know that I am not on the incentive trip. I have a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, but it's okay. What we did this year is we cashed out of the trip. Last year I took my son Nick as his like a graduation gift, because it's free to me, so free to him, which was a nice affordable gift for our family. And this year we cashed out so that my husband could take a trip with my other son. We have two boys, and my other son is graduating this year, so they're going to go on a trip this summer. That way we each get to go on a trip with one of our kiddos. And it's okay, we've been to Disney World a few times, but it's fun to see all the social media pics that my fellow demonstrator friends are posting from Disney World. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. So yeah, you get to see me live this week and again on Saturday. Basically, sticking with my regular routine here. You can still hear a little bit of the cold in my head. I still have a lot of congestion going on. It's a crazy, stubborn cold. It's almost 2 weeks, you guys. This is just crazy. Thank you for the comments on the hair. This is one of the newer wigs that I've worn. I've worn it once before. This is Mira by Amore, and it's in the Très Chocolat color, the Très Chocolate, or Tres Chocolate, however you want to pronounce it in the US. But it's like a very chocolate color, but it's not really chocolate, is it? It's kind of like a ashy, dark ashy brown. It's got lots of blonde highlights in it, and yeah, kind of fun. So short and fun, and we're going to have fun today. What we're going to do, it's a unique live. And by the way, big welcome to Trisha Joseph. She's my moderator. You can see her posting. She's got the little wrench symbol next to her name, and she's here to answer questions. So if I stumble or forget to do something, she's here to pick up the pieces, to guide you in the right direction. I do have a list of products that I used, or that I'm using during the video, that you can see in the description of my video. So you can answer your own questions sometimes just by going to the description of the video and checking that out. So thank you for tuning in to the live. It is Wednesday, May 14th at 11 a.m. Central Time as I'm coming to you live. If you're watching the after live, you can comment in the after live section. And a big welcome to those of you who are returning viewers. I love you so much. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and all that jazz. And then thank you to anybody who's new, who wants to stick around. This, like I said, this is a unique video. This one is kind of a combination of like a show and share type of thing and mystery stamping, which is also a unique live. I don't do them too often. This is probably my third or fourth one. And so it's a different way of stamping, you guys. And it basically invites you to go into your own crafting space during the live, or while you're watching. You can watch the recording later if you can't do it during the live. That's totally fine. But you go into your own crafting space and you try to recreate an idea that I am sharing with just words on paper and verbally. So you don't get to see anything visually. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge for those of us that are paper crafters, because a lot of us are very visual people and we like to see as we learn, right? So it can frustrate you. Just know that it can frustrate you, but hang in there, give it a try. It's just for fun. Do it with scrap pieces of paper so that you don't mess up any of your good product, and just have fun with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to share 3 different video images of at the same time. I don't know how to bring one bigger than the other, just so you know. So if you're watching on a laptop, computer, or like a TV device, a bigger screen, you're going to get the most out of it. If you're watching on a tiny, tiny phone, it's going to be tougher to see because I'm bringing 3 different views into the screen. You're going to see my face for those of you that do lip reading, who rely on my face for communication. And then you'll also see what I'm sharing on my desktop, which is the show and share stuff. And then you'll see another screen, which will be my computer, sharing the clues of the project that we're creating. So I'm doing this at the same time thinking those of you that are maybe not creating, or you create quickly, you can peek at the new products so that you're not bored watching, right? And those of you that want to follow along with the project, you can always come back and watch the replay to see the products in more detail, if that makes sense. A big happy birthday to Linda. I saw the comment beforehand. Yay, it's Linda's birthday today. And let's see, what else do I want to tell you before we start? It's so much fun, you guys. I hope that you have fun. I'm looking at my notes here. I will guide you through a series of clues. You use the products you have on hand. Try to come up with a similar style, okay? All right, let's see if I can do this multi-view thing here. We're going to try this one, which is equal screens first. So we have me and my computer and my desktop. Okay, so now I need to set up my computer here with the clues. Okay, are you guys ready? This is fun. Okay, I'm going to show, here we go. This is the view. I hope this works for you all. And in fact, I'm going to make this just slightly larger. It's not much bigger, but if I can go like that, no, it doesn't really enlarge it. But these are the materials to gather. You're going to pull out your trimmer with a scoring blade. Oh my gosh, I might have to sneeze. Your bone folder, and that's just a tool to help crease. Your paper snips or scissors. Your stamp set, the one that you want to pick out is something with kind of like outline images. So I'll show you some of the stamps that I used in mine. So it doesn't have to be like a complete outline image, but something like this would give you outline images, something like this, okay? I hope this view is helping out you guys. Even something like this one here would work. So these are the ones that I used in my samples, just in case you want to try to make the same thing. So outline images, not solid, not completely solid images. You want to be able to see color coming through them. The colors, so we're going to do like a technique kind of card. So you want to choose some colors that are maybe your favorites, or maybe that kind of relate to the images that you pick. So if you're doing like this kind of, you know, cheers and sips stamp set, maybe you want to pick some colors that are related to the drinks that you like or something. So pick 4 different color ink pads and then some blending brushes to go with those inks. We're going to use tuxedo black ink for our outline, but if you have like a different dark color that you'd like to use, you could use like a navy, or you could use like a dark brown like espresso or whatever. I chose black because our cardstock that we're going to use with it is black. So if you're choosing navy ink, substitute the navy paper, or the black paper for navy paper. Hope that makes sense. Then we're going to do some embossing, but you can always do this later. You can always just cut out your piece that you're going to need right now for your front sentiment. But we're going to do Versamark ink, white emboss powder, and we're going to stamp a sentiment onto some scrap black paper. You like the bigger screen? Debbie already has to go to her bigger screen. Yeah, it's going to be much easier if you guys watch on a larger screen. Let's see, what else? Black cardstock, white cardstock, and then embellishments, which can always come later. All right, clue number 1. This is going to be a portrait style card. So portrait, if you're thinking of like a card shape, we'll just go this way. This is portrait, this is landscape. Okay, so it's going to be a portrait style card, up and down, with the opening on the bottom. Okay, and then you're going to cut those initial pieces. Basic black, which is 3 3/4 by 5, a scrap for the sentiment, and then you'll need 3 white pieces. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. That's going to be your card base. You're going to need 2 other layers, which are slightly smaller than the black. So 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and 3 1/4 by 5 or 4 1/2. I've made metric measurements on this paper in the green highlighted areas. So if you are working with metric, you can use those measurements instead. So I'll leave that up there. I'm going to bring in some new product while you guys are cutting. We have a new kit that is going to that actually has debuted. Sorry, all of this stuff has debuted. This is March 6th product, you guys. This is the new Beautiful Blues kit. So pretty. I cannot wait to create with it. I'm hoping to share some alternates with this kit this month. So still in the month of May, I'm hoping to share some stuff with it. So this is the Beautiful Blues kit. Again, you guys are cutting while I'm sharing product here. Hopefully this works. Is this working? I hope so. All right, so the Beautiful Blues kit has some gorgeous navy coloring in there. Also some like blueberry bushel, I want to say. Let's look at the colors and see. Yeah, blueberry bushel, night of navy, and basic white. And it makes 9 cards, 3 of 3 different designs. I'm just going to see if I can work some buttons here to see if this... hang on a minute. I'm going to try something over here. I want to see if I can make my face smaller. Oh, and look at that. No. Sorry, look at that. You guys can't see anything. Nope, that's not working. Okay. I was hoping that I could do it so that it could make it smaller. But anyways, this is the Beautiful Blues, and it's got some great directions in there. And then the products you can see. So here's the stamp set. And I bought it in English, so I would have You're in My Thoughts, Wishing You Comfort and Sending Love, and then this beautiful little branch of leaves. Here are the gorgeous envelopes. The flaps are decorated on the top. Here are the card pieces. So here's card base number 1. Here are some sentiment layers. Card base number 2. Isn't this stunning, you guys? And card base number 3. Some more layering pieces. Oh, it's just beautiful. I cannot wait to play with it. And some blueberry bushel little embellishments. There's the stamp set and the Night of Navy ink that comes with it. So that is available now. It's from the Kits collection. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Oh, it's Kim. Hi, Kim. How are you? And Rose just got her kit yesterday. Did you get the Beautiful Blues kit? Is that the one you're talking about? Okay. Hopefully we have cut those pieces. I'm going to just scroll through. It looks like we have a thumbs up from Debbie. That helps. Why don't we do that, you guys? Is this a magic color reveal card? No, it is not, Tiffany. Nope. That would be fun though, wouldn't it? I bet that would be a longer live. All right, so we're going to move on. Again, 3 3/4 by 5 for your basic black, but the white is what you really want to make sure you have, especially the smaller one, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, because we're going to work with that one first. Moving on to the next clue. You're going to prepare your front black scrap sentiment piece for the card. So what we're doing is now we're taking that little scrap piece. Remember I said that you're going to have a scrap of black. Let me see if I can... hang on. Like, it doesn't matter even what size scrap. So let's say you have a scrap like this. This is a little big for the sentiment on the front of a card. Let's say this is the front of your card. That would be a little big. So you may want to go a little bit smaller than that. So my suggestion is maybe about 1 inch tall at the most, because you don't want to, kind of overtake your card. So about half this size, and maybe about this wide would be good. If you have a circle though, let's say you've punched out a circle for your sentiment, that would work fine, because you can always, place that wherever, just as long as it doesn't take up like the whole paper. You know what I mean? Like that would be a huge sentiment piece if I use that whole entire thing on there somehow. Okay, so you want to take your scrap and you want to stamp on it with your Versamark ink, heat emboss it with some white powder, and either punch it, cut it, die cut it, that kind of thing. Just prepare a sentiment piece that is not a dominant size. That's going to be for the front of your card. And again, like the last sentence says, you want it to be noticeable, but not the star of the show. Okay, so you're going to stamp it, heat emboss it, and you're going to do that on black paper. Here's something that's really cool, you guys. This is new product that I was dying to get. It is the Extraordinary Flora die, and I just wrapped it in this. I don't know why. It's just an envelope. Oh, probably because I didn't want the paper to come free. So it comes shrink wrapped in this little piece here, and it is called the Extraordinary Flora washi tape. So check this out, you guys. I'm going to just take, there's the end of it. We're going to grab some of this and we're going to put it onto some white cardstock. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. This is washi tape, and we're going to cut it out with coordinating dies. Let's do that. So you guys are preparing your black paper, and I'm going to prepare this while we're just going to work at the same time here. I'm thinking I want to have, let's see here, let's do a small piece here because I don't want to waste this. I mean, I want to do the whole die because you can, but I think I'm just going to do this small portion right here because I know that that is part of the die set. Okay, now I'm going to trim this. Let's trim it off my paper. So I'm doing it on here. Oh, that's okay. That piece wasn't a full little section anyways. But I'm doing it on here so that we can take and cut it out without it sticking. But you could just stick this onto something too. I mean, it's a gorgeous background. So you could just stick that across your paper, across your card. You know, you don't have to do any die cutting, but I love the coordination of the dies. So let's zoom in just a tad. Grab our cutting stuff here. All right. When you are done with your sentiment, just kind of give me the thumbs up or, you know, some indication. Yeah, why don't we do thumbs up emoji or yes or something like that, okay? I'm going to use a sticky note here. Giving you some time to prepare that sentiment. But in the meantime, we are going to cut out this beautiful washi tape, you guys. I'm just going to stick my little sticky note across here so that doesn't move. Put my sandwich through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, so exciting. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is fun. And there's like, they kind of have that little waxy surface to them, you know, because of the washi tape look, right? So they're a coated look. Oh, these are so pretty, you guys. And then, of course, these are the ones that are not, they don't have imagery on them because they weren't a full piece. But now my washi tape is set up so that the next time I do this, I'm ready to roll out some beautiful little die cut floral pieces. Ah, I'm so excited. Look at that. So pretty. So that is something that you have to get. It's just so pretty, you guys. You're going to make some lovely cards with that. Again, that's the Extraordinary Flora washi tape and the Extraordinary Flora die. And now I'm going to throw that in the garbage. And I'm going to be sad because I won't remember the name of it, but I'll just have to look it up every time. Maybe I can take and trim it and stick it on the inside. I'll do something with it. Okay, thumbs up. I see the thumbs are up. We're going to move to the next clue. Next clue is choose a coordinating stamp image. It goes with your sentiment. And you're going to position your 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inch basic white. You're going to put it vertically in front of you. Say in this direction, not this direction, but this direction, okay, vertically. Then you're going to randomly stamp one or more of those coordinating images with your black ink all over that paper. If it helps, take your sentiment piece that you made and stick it onto your white layer so that you're not stamping something important underneath it, okay? So you don't want to have anything important underneath your sentiment layer. So use that as a guide. That's why we did it first. Okay, what else are we going to share? Let's share this suite. Okay, this is the this is a new suite. It is called Kintsugi Inspirations. Here's the paper, which is basically the excuse me. See, I still have it. Isn't that crazy? It's just a stubborn little virus or bacteria or something. I don't know what's in there, but it's going to go away soon. Okay, this is the beautiful Kintsugi Inspirations paper. There's gold foiling, as you can see, which is making the very difficult for the camera to capture all of that beauty because it's just reflecting big time. But here we have one of the sheets, another one, and you can see it looks like little mosaic designs, right? So you have that. Here's another one. Take screenshots. Split screen is very distracting. Sorry about that. Trying to do a couple things at the same time. And then here we have some beautiful pottery. And there is a backside to that too. And then we have this one. Gorgeous, 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 you guys. And the backside. And then this last sheet. So that's I have to look at the name again. Kintsugi. 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 Kintsugi Inspirations. And it's pottery that's broken, that's repaired. It's an art form. It's really a trending type of art form, very popular. And so here's the stamp set, Inspiring Imperfections. Really beautiful sentiments inside there. Are you guys ready? Should we move on to the next clue? Okay, let's do that. Hopefully you've done your random stamping. Now you're going to cut. This is where you're going to take and you're going to cut your paper. You're going to cut your 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch paper into 4 pieces. They don't have to be equal, but I suggest doing it equally this first time for your practice card, okay? So cut them into equal sizes. It would give you 4 pieces that are 1 5/8 by 2 1/2. Or I'm sorry, 2 1/4. You can get this by cutting straight up and down, okay, at 1 5/8. That's going to be half of 3 1/4. And then you can take those 2 pieces and cut in the other direction at 2 1/4, which is half of 4 1/2. Okay. All right, here are the dies that coordinate with the stamp set imagery. And here are the embellishments. Gosh, I haven't even opened them up yet. These are nice bright gold embellishments. They are called flower accents. They don't really look like flowers. They look like more like medallions. And there's a couple different sizes in there, as you can see. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to show you the embossing folder, which is also part of this suite. I hope I'm not missing something else in the suite. Let me look to see. I feel like there was something else now. I can show you the inside of the catalog. I'm so excited because we're past that May 6th date. Nope, that's it. Okay. Those are the parts of the suite. Let me grab the embossing folder and show that off to you while you're cutting your paper. Okay, so for this one, it is a 3D, so we're going to use the base plate, and we're going to use the dark, what's this? Plate, the dark plate. And I'm going to grab just a piece of cardstock here. I'm going to place this inside my embossing folder. Aim it so that the fold is going into the machine first, and put this on top. Let's crank it through. Some of you are liking this. Good, 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 good. And Karen asks, are the embellishments flat? Are they low profile? They are. Oh, wow, they're super flat. I want to say that they're like 1/16 of an inch tall. They are super flat, you guys. Look at that. That's going to be awesome. Okay, let's take a peek at this. I just kind of did the middle part, but you can see the look that embossing folder gives. Striking. Love it. What a fun background. You could use either side. This side, it looks like a little river going through a bunch of fields. Oh, love it. And it looks like, oh, Trisha's even sharing links to the new products that I'm sharing. That's so nice of you, Trisha. She's putting in some extra effort, you guys. Let's give her a hand. She's actually having to go look that stuff up. All right, let's go to the next clue, because I'm assuming you guys are done cutting. Clue number 5. You will now be putting these pieces back together on the front of your card eventually. Sorry, not right now. But there's going to be a slight gap in between each piece. So you're going to arrange your pieces so that they have a complete, arrange your pieces so that they have a complete looking layer again. Basically, you're puzzle piecing them back together. So if you had, let's just say this was it, okay? So you're going to take and you're going to just put them off to the side so that they're back together. Okay, you've puzzle pieced them back together. Then you're going to imagine color radiating out from the center. I told you I wasn't going to show any visuals, but I'm showing visuals. So imagine color radiating out from the center of that puzzle pieced back together layer. Okay? You have color radiating out from the center. You're now going to use your blending brushes and your inks, your 4 ink colors, and you're going to add a different color ink onto each of the 4 pieces so that the color is more intense at the center, but then fades to white at the outer edges. I will read that one more time, and then I'm going to share a new product again, okay? You'll be putting back these together. You'll be putting these back together on the front of your card eventually, but with a slight gap in between each piece. So arrange the pieces so that they are a complete looking layer again. Then imagine color radiating out from the center. Using your blending brushes and your ink pads, add different color inks on each of the 4 pieces so that the color is more intense at the center and fades to white at the outer edges. Thanks, Paula. All right, give me the thumbs up when you've done it. Thumbs up or yes when you're done. I'm going to move on to more new products. Let's show off some ribbons. So I was thinking that these ribbons went with the suite because they have this beautiful color in here. This is a new set of ribbons. I just got it because I wanted to see, what that white looked like. So let's open it up. It is the Misty Moonlight and White Starter Ribbon Pack. So let's take a peek at that. You get 2 yards of each color. So that's why it's a very affordable price. Come on, Rachel, get under there with your paper snips. You can, oh, this is really tight plastic layer on here. Wow, they really made that one tight. Normally I can get these to kind of come up better. If you guys have a trick for getting these off, I'd love to know. That's what I do. That's what I do. All right, so this ribbon is about 1/4 inch. Yes, that's what it says, 1/4 inch. It's fairly thin. It's not like a thick, bulky kind of ribbon. It's fairly thin, but it's not thin like seam binding, if that makes sense. But that would lie pretty flat, maybe 1/8 of an inch raised surface on your card. So, and both ribbons are the same. This is just Misty Moonlight, and this is white. Okay, let's look at a couple other ribbons. These are some newer ribbons as well, and these are in the new in colors. I just got a couple of them. This is Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling, and this is Cloud Cover. Oh, that one's nice and loosey-goosey. Cloud Cover. Oh, this is also got a very nice thin feel to it. In fact, it's sort of kind of see-through. Can you see that? It's see-through-ish. It's kind of sheer. Doesn't have sheer in the name, though. It is called Faux Linen Ribbon. It's a little stiffer than seam binding. A little like, it's a very strong kind of feel, but fairly thin and shiny, has a sheen to it. And again, it's got like a see-through look to it. So I'll just trim those ends there. So that'll look very pretty on a card, won't it? Okay, that's our newer ribbon. How is the blending brushing going? I hope well. I hope it's going well. Let me check for thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. Okay, not seeing any thumbs up yet, so I'm assuming you guys are still working on your coloring. While you're doing that, I'm going to show you some new in color Stampin' Blends markers. We have new blends markers for all 5 of the colors. So we have Strawberry Slush, we have Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and we have, I forget the Secret Sea. So that's a great way to get lots of inks that you can use for coloring in your imagery. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The dark and light of each color. Then, do you see what I have here? This is the Cloud Cover ink pad that people that aren't demonstrators cannot get. Stampin' Up! Had issues with the ink reacting in the firm foam pads. So these are firm foam pads. These are our felt pads. The ink did not change when used in the ink spots. So they have kept the ink spot available in the 5-pack. If you want to get the 5-pack so that you can get the Cloud Cover ink pad, it's called the Classic Stampin' Spot Small Assortment 166716, and it comes with Real Red, Garden Green, Early Espresso, Petal Pink, and Cloud Cover. So that's one way for those of you that aren't demonstrators to get that ink. Another way is they're keeping all of the ink refills available also. So it's always good to get ink refills when you get your full pads. So you can take this and you can, re-ink when this gets low, just add more ink to it. You can also, and do I have them here? Yes, I do. You can also get a 5-pack of uninked spots so that you can make miniature little versions. So these here are the felt, the felt pads, and you can take and add your re-inker into those and make your own little ink pad with the re-inker and the uninked spots. Because I bought the Stampin' Spot already ready to go, I'm not going to ink up another one in Cloud Cover. But it's just real easy. Just drop the color onto it and it soaks right in. They're selling these to the demonstrators while supplies last. Some ink pads are not changing color, some are, so we'll see what happens. How's this going? Oh, I do see a thumbs up from Kim. Thank you, Kim. Good, good, good. Real Red, why not Strawberry Slush? Well, because Rosie, that's what they do. It's a marketing thing, right? So they don't have all the new colors in that 5-pack. It probably would have sold a lot of them, right, had they done that. But what they do is they tend to make these little mini ink spot assortments in their past several catalogs for beginning crafters to have a variety of ink pads. So I tend to get it either way. To me, it's like a nice little investment to have miniature ink pads that I can take and travel with. I love having the tiny ink pads. So, all right. Thank you so much, Trisha. She's sharing all these fun links in here. Okay, checking to see if there's any questions that I missed. Thanks, Shirley. It's my new wig. Wearing wigs is fun. Everybody should do it, even if you don't have hair loss. I think every Every woman should get a couple wigs. It's just a fun thing to be able to change your look. All right, we're moving on. No, we're not moving on yet, right? Because I don't have a lot of thumbs up yet. Should we keep going with some new product? Okay. Let me share these things while we're still waiting for some more thumbs up. Again, let me know thumbs up when you're ready, okay? We have in color embellishments that coordinate with the other in color embellishments that I had shared during the March show and share video. Okay, so in March, demonstrators can pre-order these products, you know, that release to the public at a certain date. We get time ahead. So in March, I did another video where I shared a lot of pre-order products, and that included similar embellishments to these. They're flat pearls, but in the 2025 through 27 in colors, like the ones I just shared with you. Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. These are the colors that got released into the catalog last year. So you have in here, now I'm trying to remember. Summer Splash. Oh gosh, Rachel is getting put on the spot here. Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, and Pretty in Pink. So if you're wanting those colors in a similar type of embellishment, you can get this one, and it's gorgeous. These aren't really high pearls either. These are, like they said, flat pearls. So they're not much higher than those gold ones that I just shared with you. So they're going to be great for mailing off your creations, okay? How are we doing with the, I see another thumbs up. Are we good to go? Should we move on? Okay. If they still offered all the ink cubes, I would buy a set. Me too, Cheryl. I really love, this was years ago, so Cheryl's reminiscing. A long time ago, a long time ago, they used to offer the ink spots for each color separately. They did that for markers too. It was awesome, wasn't it? You didn't blend yours right either, but oh well, okay. Totally fine. It's practice, right? We're just going to go ahead and practice on this card. So we're moving on to the next one. All right, now you're going to adhere. You're going to take those 4 pieces and you're going to stick them onto your other white layer. So you had 2 rectangular white layers. So these pieces you're going to adhere onto your other white layer with that small gap in between. I recommend doing a temporary adhesive or just a tiny bit of adhesive for just laying them down in the right spot first. And then you can take and lift up one piece at a time and permanently stick them down. So we're adhering our 4 pieces onto our 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 inch white layer so that they reform the full image with those small gaps in between the pieces. All right. On my finished samples, by the way, I did have about a 1/16 of an inch gap between them, but you could make your gap bigger if you want to. Hi, thanks, Marvel. That's so sweet of you. I am wearing my new wig. I really love this one. This is a fun one. I'm not a short hair girl, probably because when I had short hair, maybe once in my life I wore short hair. I have thin hair. I've always had thin hair. So it looks so, I don't know, limp. And there was nothing to it. But with wigs, I can have thick hair. And it's just so fun because, you know, short hair can be bouncy, trouncy, fun. Oh, now I'm thinking about Tigger. I miss Tigger. Tigger is who I would love to see when I'd go to Disney. And I hope all the demonstrators that are in Disney right now are having a blast. I hope that you're having a great time, and I know you are. These are the pattern papers that come in all the different families of colors. Now, I got a pack of the new in color families because I really do love these new in colors, but I think I'm going to get like the subtles or the brights also, because wouldn't those just be so pretty with these leaf background paper design here? So on one side we have the leaves, on the other side we have kind of a striped, but more of like a blurry stripe. That's what we'll call it, a blurry stripe image on the back side. The other half of the designs are floral imagery with kind of a speckly, sponged on kind of look. Okay? And that is the 2025 through 27 in color 6x6 paper. So fun to have just a monochromatic type of designer paper when you just want to add a strip of color, but not just have it be flat like cardstock, right? So thanks, Trisha. Fun patterns. I totally agree. I love the patterns. Okay, next. And again, thumbs up when you guys are doing okay with your step, okay? It's sassy. Love it. Tigger is my fave and my personality. Lisa, you're cracking me up. He's just so fun, 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 fun. Okay, this embellishment is one of my all-time favorites because you can do such pretty shaker cards with it, but you can also glue these on individually. You have different size little gold sequins in here, and this is called the Loose Gold Sequins Pack. Let's flip it over. If I can, I always have trouble shutting these things. I don't know why, but they make them super tight. There we go. Maybe it's just my hands. My hands are getting old. Nothing on the back side as far as approximate amount, but there's a lot. We'll just say that. And the sizes are 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, and 6 millimeters. So there's 3 different size gold sequins in there. Oh, got to get that off of there. So I have some new paper, and I got a little smudge on it. Bummer, bummer. We'll have to color over that with some darker color. But this is like a resist type of paper. So let's ignore that little dirty spot. There's the resist. You can see it's a shiny, embossed layer. And we have flowers. We have leaves. I see a thumbs up. Great. Perfect. And then we also have kind of a crisscross little look here, which reminds me of the projects that I'm going to share, or the cards that I'm going to share on Saturday. I hope you come back to watch my live on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's when I'm going to share some masculine thank you cards, but you could use this card idea for like a birthday or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be sharing the cards that I'm making for my son's graduation thank you cards. So he's my second son. My youngest is graduating this year, as I mentioned, and he is having his grad party. So along with grad party stuff comes typically cards from people and sometimes gifts. And so we are already cranking out some thank yous to people that have sent him some gifts through the mail. So kind of them. So I'm going to show you the cards that we have designed for that. I see a few more thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, good, 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 good. We're going to go ahead and get going on to the next step. And yes, Rosie, you're correct. You blend on it and it will resist the ink in those embossed areas. Forgot to mention that. So you blend on it and then you want to take like a tissue paper. So after you've taken and colored on it, with, a blending brush or whatever, you're going to color on it. And then you're going to take like a tissue, and I have plenty of those right now, and you're going to wipe, because it will take any ink that's sitting on the coated surface and wipe that away so that that white outline of the flower pops. Okay? It's going to be stunning. Water time. This next clue, it says... We did, Sherry. We had paper like this a few times, actually. So you can go back in your stash and see if you can find it. So it was another irresistible or resist or whatever they put in the name. But yes, we've had packs of paper this way before. And it's fun because you can color whatever background you want. And you have that white imagery coming through that is underneath the resisted area. Clue number 7, you're going to mount this onto your 3 3/4 by 5-inch black layer. And then you're going to add this to the front of your white card base. So we're assembling our card now. Put the 2 layers of white that you just did together onto your black, and put the black onto the white base. You missed some of these, Gail? Gail says, you're sharing so many that I've missed. Well, this one you might have missed too, because I'm a scrapbooker and I have just been in awe of all the fun scrapbooking choices out there. This is Weekend Adventures. So if you are not hearing the latest news, we adopted or brought in some extra product from Close to My Heart, and now we're using those same type of product ideas and manufacturing our own scrapbooking workshop kits. So it's so exciting to have these workshop kits. They include designer papers. Some of them are one-sided, some of them are two-sided. Then you have like these die-cut like layer pieces in there. You have cardstock in there that's two-toned, vanilla. It looks like I have basic beige in here, some misty, moonlight, some old olive, and there's some more. These are stickers though. So lots of pieces, and then you get, of course, the little booklet that has your cutting directions, and it has your page assembly directions so that you can make 6 pages or 3 two-page layouts. Do want to give you the heads up that there is going to be an event called a virtual album retreat coming up. I'm totally going to go to this thing. I might not be at the live event the whole time, but I am investing in this. You get to make like a whole year's worth of pages. Like it's a scrapbook your whole year, basically. You're going to get tons of product with it and all of that. Stampin' Up's coming out with more details soon, and that's when I'll share on my newsletters and in my blog, all that kind of thing, so that you can learn more about that event coming up. But I'm stinking excited for it because I can't wait to learn even more tips and tricks of scrapbooking. And along with that will be flip flaps. Have you heard of these? These are great. These are for attaching to your pages so that you can add extra layers and have like hidden things underneath, you know, stack up your photos so that you can get more photos onto a page. Really, really fun products that we now have in our collection. I see a thumbs up from Lisa. Yay. Thanks, Lisa. All right. I'm going to just check to see how we're doing. Okay. Looks like we're good. You were with Close to My Heart for 23 years, Marvel. Okay. And were you a maker? And did you come over to be a demonstrator? Just curious. Or were you just like a purchaser? Because I was a purchaser from them as well. Not as intensely as I am from Stampin' Up, but like I got a couple of their kits and I was like big into both products before I decided to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm a big fan. Remember when it was called Dots? That was a long time ago. All right. Okay, I see more thumbs up. We're going to move. Next clue. In fact, this is the last clue. Basically, you're going to embellish now. So you're going to take and add your sentiment on top if you haven't yet. Embellish with the gems. Stamp a sentiment on the inside. You're finishing up your card. And then I'm going to share with you 5, 6, 7 samples of cards. While you're doing that, let's go ahead and share a couple other things. So this is the Peaceful Pier stamp set. I got it because my family has had some lake property up in northern Minnesota since I was 5 years old, and my mom and dad lived there, and so we have tons of memories, scrapbook pages galore that we do of the lake, which is why you saw that kit that you just saw, right? I'm going to be doing some scrapbook pages for my personal photos using, dock imagery and fishing and, this is perfect. This is so perfect. So I got the Peaceful Pier cling stamp set with some fish and a cute little fisher guy on there, some trees, gorgeous trees, totally reminds me of northern Minnesota. And then, of course, I want to show you the albums. So this is a new album. I got 2 of them because I do an album for each of my kids' years of their lives. I'm behind. I'm totally behind. So that is a goal of mine. Now that they are both going to be graduated from high school and they're going to like move out and I'm going to be all sad and empty nested and But I'm going to fill my hours that I don't get to spend with them with scrapbooking. I'm just going to, because that's what parents do, right? If our kids aren't home, we look at pictures of them. So this is the album. Oops, got all kinds of goodies in here. Oh my goodness, I better not lose those. And these are like the posts that you use to expand your album. If you're not familiar with post-bound albums, I love that they give you the ability, so here's the binding of it. They give you the ability to have like tighter albums or further apart, you know, right? You don't want to get too big with them, but yeah, this is going to be great. And here's the little sleeve part. It goes in like this, I believe. And that allows you to, you know, make your album bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm guessing that's how it's going to get added. But we have ring-bound and post-bound albums in black. All right, are we ready to see some finished cards? All right, I'm going to make a different view here. Hang on. Sorry, just have to get back to clicking a different button now. All right, are we ready? Excuse me. Virginia. She goes, my husband and I partied when my daughter moved out. Yeah, well, I mean, it's nice to have that freedom, but you worry about them when they're far away. I mean, your kids are always your kids, right? So no matter what. Let me zoom in a bit here, and I'm going to show you the cards that I created, and I'm going to actually show you the ones that I created years ago first. So these particular cards that I'm going to share with you first are ones that, and I'm going to go to the description of my video so I can tell you, because I think it's in there. I think I wrote it in there. Although I could go to my blog post, because my blog post is live. So if you want to see the finished pictures beforehand, I forgot to tell you that. If you guys get frustrated with mystery stamping, you can always go to my blog post and see the imagery beforehand. So I'm going to click in here and just check this out. I don't think I wrote a date. Maybe I didn't put it in there. Maybe I just put it in my blog post. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Here's my website if you want to go there. So on my website for my blog, I'm going to go there. And you guys can see what I'm doing here. My cards were from, got the date, February 2nd, 2022. So over 3 years ago is when I shared this card. And where's the other one? Here it is. And this one. So they don't have any embellishments on them, but these were shared a while back, back on my blog post, and it's in my current blog post. So if you want to check it out, you can. But I clicked back to February 2nd, 2022, and saw these cards again and was just totally inspired and wanted to recreate them. So I'm sharing with you some extra product. And Mary, don't feel sad that I missed out on the Disney trip. We chose not to, right? So, I mean, I did have some people, like my older son wanted to go with me again, but his finals week was this week for college. So it didn't work out for him. And I really was glad that we could cash out and, you know, then support monetarily the trip that my husband's going to take Luke on this summer. They're going to go to Vienna. It's going to be fun. So I was originally inspired by cards that I saw by Gina K from a long time ago. And that's when I created these. Okay, so here is the one. And those were using colors Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, Polished Pink, if you remember that, and Highland Heather. This is a simple version of a card that you could have created today. So your embossed sentiment, your 4 equal layers with colors radiating from the center outwards so that the edges are white and the inside is colored, your outline image randomly stamped, Okay, so this is hopefully what you came up with something similar to this. And if you didn't, that's totally fine too. I'm going to show you some variations. This is just one of the 5 current product variations that I have for you. But take a picture of your finished card and share it in our Facebook group. So I am on Facebook and we have a group called Stamp Your Art Out Group. And I love it when people share there and they tag me in it. You actually have to tag me because I have other people approving posts in there too, so I don't see everything all the time. But if you actually tag me so that my name pops up, you click on it, I will see it because I'll get a notification. So this is using the Choose Happy stamp set. And here is that stamp set right here. And I've used the Choose Happy words. Nothing on the inside of this card. I just left it blank, I believe. Yes. So there is that one. Used iridescent pearls. And then, oh, the colors on that were Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral, Lemon Lolly, and Balmy Blue. Okay. Next, and wouldn't that be great for if you were looking to make graduation cards or retirement cards or something like that right now, this is a great, simple, quick card idea that's striking, I think. Here's another one that I did with Impressions of Bloom stamp set. Okay. And the colors on this one are Fresh Freesia again, but look at how much more intense I did it. I really, really sponged on that color. And this is Darling Duckling, this is Strawberry Slush, this is Misty Moonlight. I just made the colors more intense, and the embellishments for that one were the iridescent faceted gems. I appreciate, and then I carried the U over to the inside of that card. So that's a second sample. So yeah, as you're making these, think, retirement, graduation, there's a lot of events coming up this summer that you might want to give cheers to. In fact, here would be a great card to make for those people who are retiring in your life. Cheers to us, to you, whatever. There's different words that you can choose in this stamp set. Here's the to you, it's your day, let's celebrate. And that's the Cheers and Sips stamp set. So again, 4 equal panels. The colors are Pretty in Pink, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, and Lemon Lime Twist. The embellishments on that one are the holographic resin dots. And then I have some that are not cut equally. This one is using Flirty Flamingo and Crumb Cake, and the embellishments are the Strawberry Slush and Pretty Pink gems. So I used those gems on it. I used this stamp set. Nope, not that one. Which stamp set did I use? Where did I get the Thinking Of? Oh, I did use this one. Okay, Thinking Of is right down here. Thinking Of, and then the U is on the inside. And then the other stamp set is called Along These Lines. I cut it differently because after I stamped it, I said, I don't want to cut through the puppy. So we made sure that the puppy was not cut. And yeah, and the imagery kind of fell in line that way. So that is another version of that card. And then my last version of the card is going back to the Choose Happy stamp imagery. This time I used the bee. And I also used a sentiment from Blooming Phrases again, called, which was the happy one. And I came up with this card. And I love the colors on this one. I'm a greenish, bluish, aqua. I love these colors so much. This is Soft Seafoam, Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, and Summer Splash. And the embellishments are these little hexagon shapes, which are perfect for bee images. The Shades of Green hexagons is what they're called. Fun, right? Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. News. So demonstrators, I saw Rosie's comment at the beginning. You should be getting my Tuesday newsletter. Look in the Tuesday newsletter. Go to your spam or junk folder if you're not seeing that, because it came to you yesterday. And that's where the link is for our next live for the team. which happens in 15 minutes. So click on that link and you'll be in our team live. And then we also have a swap coming up on the 28th. Don't forget about that. And I'm telling that to all of you guys because this is a great time to get in on the starter kit special. Stampin' Up! Occasionally has a starter kit special. Now they always have, the starter kit's always on special. I mean, you get up to $128 worth of $125 worth of product for $99 plus tax. Shipping's free. Business supplies are free. You get to pick whatever product you want, up to $125 worth of product. So it's always a great time to join and become a discount shopper, a business person, however you want to see yourself on the demonstrator side of things. Majority of people get the kit for the discount, so you're not alone if that's what you want to do, and don't feel guilty about it, okay? But right now they're having a special. It's up to $165 worth of product. And it's probably because the new catalog and new online products just released, and everybody wants a ton of stuff, so why not get in on the starter kit to get your stuff so that you get it at a really nice discount right off the bat, and then you can get future discounts in the future. So you can click on the links in the description of my video. You can go to my website, click on the Join tab. There's a whole bunch of information that I've shared regarding this. But I hope that you consider it if you're on the fence, because you can always, there's no penalty for quitting either. Just get the starter kit, enjoy your discount as long as you can, stick with it, and then leave when you need to leave. The other thing that, if you join, you can get in on the swap, I guess is what I'm saying. The other things that I wanted to mention, let's see here. I had one other product to show you. The colors. So I wanted to show you. I'm so excited. So they now have the two-tone cardstock 12 by 12 in all the colors. And so as you can see, I filled in my bins and I did them in rainbow order. I took the catalog rainbow order. They have a page, and it is on page 77 in the catalog, and they list all the colors in order rainbow-wise. So I decided to give that a go. And one thing that frustrated me about doing this a few years back when I tried is that I would forget which colors were which, because sometimes they're close to each other, and I always used to store them, and I still, it's my favorite thing to do is put them in family colors. But I did it this way, but with the two-toned, if I want to know which color this section is, I just lift up my little tab. It says Calypso Coral. This one says Flirty Flamingo. So I've left the little insert sheet underneath all of those two-tone papers so that I can just, I have my little key for each color. These were the last couple things. Actually, they're not, there's just a couple, because I already showed you the album. So let me just bring you to the desktop really quick. Trisha may have to leave. I'm so sorry. We went over time. All right, so just wanted to show you a new stamp set called Celebrate Together. That is also available. It's a photopolymer stamp set, great for scrapbooking. Love the sentiments on here. And then you can get that paper, the celebratory Sips paper, which I've shared with you before, but you can get it with a sticker sheet. So you can buy the sticker sheet paper combo and then make some great scrapbook pages with that. Forgot to share that. Oh my goodness sakes. Do you like that idea, Heidi? Thank you. Yeah, keep those inserts in there, and then you won't have to worry about what colors are what, because it just says it right there. We have the upcoming lives. That was the last thing. So next Saturday, or this Saturday, I should say, at 10 a.m., I'm going to be sharing live, same channel. And then next week, and every week on Wednesdays, I typically share at 11 a.m. So join me for every Wednesday, and then check out, there's a calendar link in the description of my video so that you can see when I'm sharing future lives on either Fridays or Saturdays, sometimes Sunday nights, but you can check that out because I have all of my lives listed in that calendar link. Lorraine goes, almost like your own Michaels or Hobby Lobby. Yes, it's kind of fun to have my own little selection of papers there. And my designer papers are below. I have designer papers down there, and then off to the side, I don't know if you see them there, but I've marked them with little stickers. So I have a red sticker for papers that are last chance. I have a bluish greenish sticker for anything that's online only. And then the sections that aren't stickered are because they are in the annual catalog and they're going to for sure stick around for a year. So thanks so much, cats. Oh, so nice of you guys. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that you had fun. I need to let you go because we are now 6 minutes over and I have another live with my Stampers with Art team coming up in about 10 minutes. So I will see you all later. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you had fun with the mystery stamping and with the little product preview thing so that you can make your choices on what products you would like to get in the future. There's a lot more too. I couldn't buy it all. So check out the new annual catalog, the new online exclusives. Shop away. Have fun. Thanks, everybody. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.